6 laps to go, and it's been eventful while we were away. Wayne Jack spun at turn 6, and Walker Evans up at the keyhole there, turn 7. Turned it around. Here's a look at it.
Well, nothing wrong there. Walker's forced outside. You see the car pushing real bad. He's out there in the marbles now. Going to get on the throttle, try to get back on the racetrack, but no adhesion there, and around he goes.
Steve Portengay was the truck on the inside, the Coffee Critic 83.
We talked about if you got trapped to the outside on the marbles. There it was right there. He got pushed to the outside, and you saw the front wheels turning, but this car or the truck headed straight on, and that's good old tight understeer push.
Yeah, it's a helpless feeling too, and knowing you're going to go ahead right for those marbles, and it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
That's a tough break for Walker. He had a great run going. Had been in the top 10 all day long.
Now here's Portengay. The Coffee Critic truck chasing the Ray Vestas machine of Butch Miller as you ride with Mike Bliss. And here comes Bliss up alongside Portengay.
Through the
and off the track. And back on the track.
Watch the brake zone now. He's got tire locked up. You can see the smoke coming out of it. He gets it wound down pretty. Oh, look at this on the inside. It's getting really slippery up there, guys. You see the trucks are really starting to slide.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're off the pavement. I mean,
I think Portengay's got a little problem. He was running 5th just a few laps ago. He has already dropped back now. He's in 11th place, dropping steadily back through the field. Well, maybe 10th because of the spin that Walker Evans had, but he's got a problem.
Yeah, it looks like a smoke coming out from the back of that truck. It could be leaking oil.
Yeah, both those trucks. You see the 2 truck with Bliss and the 83 Portengay. A lot of smoke out of Portengay.
That might have been something up when he went off the course there. Let's check with Ralph.
It's a transmission problem, Mike. He had lost 3rd gear not too long ago, and the truck had been smoking out of the back end.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is. It's smoking out of the back end big time right now. You got to ask yourself if the reason these trucks are sliding around is, you know, is there a little oil getting down on the racetrack?
And he's being black flagged right now. NASCAR's going to bring him in. He's putting a lot of fluid down on the racetrack.
Tough break for the Southwest Tour champion, Steve Portengay.
Had a good run going all day, too.
He did. He'd run strong all day, but I knew that there had to be something wrong because he was running a strong 5th, and all at once, boy, he started dropping like a rock.
And that would have equaled his best finish of the year, which came at Louisville.
Well, guys, I'm impressed with these trucks. I tell you, they put on a good show on the ovals all year long. It's the first time they come to a real road racetrack. I think it's the hardest road racetrack there is in the United States. And, man, we're having a heck of a truck race here.
You didn't say that because you won today, did you? This hardest track.
No, I had nothing to do with it.
You could say it anyway. Let's check with Ralph. Oh, and Rick Corelli is off the course and spun.
Guess where? Turn 7.
Yep. Calamity Corner.
I tell you, it's real slippery up there right now, and you see all these trucks having a hard time getting the car to stop and get on that outside. Like we said, there's no getting to turn anymore, and you get up there in the marbles, and around she goes.
Corelli was in 5th place. So he gets back out just in front of Sammy Swindell. And Corelli looks as if he suffered no damage in that spin. Now, let's try for Ralph once again.
Let's talk to Kurt Lord real quick. Kurt, it looks like you're not having a whole lot of shots at Ron Hornaday. Is there a problem?
Yeah, we've developed a little bit of a high-speed engine misfire, and he's just going to bring it home as best he can. Wally's doing a great job. He's going through all the corners faster than anybody else out there. He stepped in to pinch hit for Johnny Benson. He's in Charlotte this week, and he's done a great job for us. Unfortunately, we didn't give him enough truck to win the race. He's definitely enough driver to do it.
Wally Donovac running 2nd in his first SuperTruck appearance, and Rick Corelli was just passed by Sammy Swindell and Jack Sprague. Corelli continues at speed, but he is off the pace.
Yeah, whatever happened up there has definitely slowed him down, Mike. His truck is really slow going up the hill there in the turns 1 and 2.
So right with Wally Dollenduck here, as he is approaching the slippery turn 7. Problems in the last few laps.
And where we see Ron Hornaday, the race leader.
I think he cuts that corner every time and throw a little debris out there in front of Wally, slow him down a little.
You know, that could be happening. That really could.
The Cup guys used to do that at Riverside, and they'd call it slinging rocks. They'd drop a wheel off for the express purpose. Parnelli Jones was probably the best at it. For the express purpose of trying to pepper the car behind's windshield.
Well, it worked, I'll tell you that, not on the windshield, but if you're getting that just that loose soot gravel out there, it is slippery. And you see Wally sliding that truck all over the racetrack, so his truck is really loose right now. Watch him come out this corner. He'll be sliding up toward that wall, I would guarantee you that.
Yeah, you saw a good 4-wheel drift a while ago. You saw the truck, in fact, the whole side of the truck came off the ground, so it's really loose for him. He's just hanging on. Doing a great job with a loose truck and a miss, too. A lot of smoke now out of Mike Bliss, number 2. That's not going to last long, unfortunately. There's only a couple of laps left in the race.
3 to go.
Boy, it's right down the wire, and that thing is smoking well.
Big time. See Butch Miller coming through there. And there is Bliss again. We'll see what kind of smoke pours out of the thing as he accelerates it. Yeah, the more he accelerates, the more it smokes. And he's getting the black flag. So, wow, tough break.
Boy, last 3 laps, everybody's getting a black flag. We got probably a pretty oily racetrack to win.
I'd say 40 laps is just about the limit today.
It looks like Ryan Hornaday can run all day, though. I tell you what,
Yes.
he's been on the money. He hasn't turned the wheel wrong, not once.
The only smoke that we've seen out of him is the dust he's kicking up as he leads the competitors.
Which he'll probably do right. Yep, see?
Right there again. I guarantee you, while he's coming that corner every time, he's like, quit doing that. Ron's just out for a little Saturday afternoon drive. You know, he loves this place. He's won here in several different divisions, and as we said earlier, probably would have won the Winston West race earlier here today, other than equipment malfunction. He knows the way around Sears Point.
Boy, he's got that rhythm. You watch him work that S's. He just let that truck roll in and roll out of each one of those. Thing is really hooked up.
And you know, it's not pretty in a let's say Dan Gurney sense of approach, or a Terry Labonte or a Ricky Rudd sense of approach. He really throws the truck around and really gets everything out of it. He's got a pretty decent lead on Wally Donovac right now, but continues to run hard, crosses the stripe now with 2 laps to go. Donovac up the hill, marking it about 4 seconds first to second place.
We just got a report from Mike Bliss's pitch that they have no idea where the smoke was coming. Of course, if NASCAR asked them, of course they're not going to have any idea.
Smoke? What smoke?
Yeah, we didn't see any smoke.
Tell him it's rear suspension.
They still got the board up for Bliss, but then he's still getting the black flag. But there's only 2 laps to go. So the rule is that they don't pull the card until after 2 laps. This is questionable here. He may be able to finish.
If they give him the black flag with a white cross on it, that means your scoreboard, your scoring card's been pulled.
Ooh, boy, I hope I never see that.
That means you're just riding around for the fun of it.
Yeah, invisible man. Look at it, right
Cuts it more every time.
And that definitely makes that corner slippery.
Take this, Wally.
Yeah. Steve Portengay attempts a repair and goes back out. Refilled the cup.
Yeah.
Whoa, Ron. Whoa.
Had to slide for life going on that one. I'll tell you what. He got loose coming out of 9 right there, and it broke loose on him. He had to hold on. That's fast over there.
Hang on, guys. I'm going to yell down here to Doug Richard to tell him to slow down.
It's a good thing the crew chief can't see all the way around this place. Ron Hornaday tosses that truck around. He's got a very aggressive style as he takes the white flag. Leaves nothing in that truck unused. And that's one reason that Dale Earnhardt tapped him to drive his super truck. Comes up the hill. That's for 3.
You know, he doesn't look like he's backed off any, but sometimes when you do, Dorsey, that upsets your rhythm so much.
Well, they yell at me all day to back off, and you're exactly right. I said, you know, when everything's working good, you don't want to maybe back off, start making mistakes.
5th place battle. Let's pick it up because Toby Butler and Dave Resendiz are going to be back at it once again. No, Resendiz was there. That might have been his best shot on this, the last lap, to get Toby Butler.
Yeah, he locked up at the top of turn 2 there, did a good catch. I'll tell you that. Most of the time you do that, you go off into the tire wall. He gathered it up and lost a lot of ground.
They were just a truck length apart.
Butler's got Scott Lagacy in his sights now, but I don't think there's enough time for him.
Butch Miller catching Bill Sedgwick in the 75. They have a couple of passes here on this final lap. That's Ron into it again.
He's consistent.
Yeah.
That's his line, and by God, nobody's taking it from him either.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a little easier off the corner there. He has see him picking the right front tire up there, but that's normal as you come through those S's there.
The white and black flag going out to Steve Portengay. That smoke continues to pour. Number 83.
Black and white, that's the checkers.
No, not that one. Not yet. 2 flags. 1 black, 1 white.
Oh, I see.
Here comes Hornaday down toward turn 11. This will be for the final time. Ron Hornaday in the Papa John's Pizza Chevrolet, looking for his 6th victory of 1995 in this inaugural SuperTruck season. Comes out of 11 to turn 12. The little left-hand king heads for home. Checkered flag.
Good job. Real good job.
Wally Dottleback comes home second, about 4 seconds behind. There's Bill Sedgwick and the 98 of Butch Miller, the Ray Vestas truck, continuing to battle. And Miller going to have to go to the outside. Sedgwick's not going to give him the bottom. Let's see what happens. Legacy crosses the line. Here comes Butch Miller. He's there. They could have traded paint, but Miller pinched the truck and falls in line.
There's that inside move again. Every time you get in there, you put your nose in there, but when you get on the throttle, it just lights up the tire. That outside gear's been working all day on that. You know, it's just a big drag race out there. And gearing and all that, like we talked about before, makes a big difference. If you can get to that start-finish line ahead, you're to win.
Oh, oops. Kenny Allen. The OnSat number 65 has found the tire wall, and it has found him.
Now, I raced on a road course one time. It was at Road Atlanta. That's exactly how I finished on the last lap, up on the tires like that. It's not a good feeling to radio in and the guys say, way to go, you finished. And I'm going like, well, not quite, guys. Just to update everybody, Mike Skinner did finish 3rd. Scott Lagacy was 4th, and Toby Butler held on for 5th. Dave Resendez had a problem. We have to find out exactly what happened. He did not come across in 6th place. We'll update you as soon as we can find out what his problem was.
There it is.
Big problem.
Left rear is gone on Resendez. X-side batteries Ford.
Yeah, that one exploded on him, and you can see it pulled some of the sheet metal back out of the way. More than likely, that skirmish we saw before, they might have touched there. We see a tire mark on the side.
Well, and also, Dorsey, he got off the course just a little bit in that battle trying to overtake Toby Butler for 5th, and he must have cut something.
Now, he's at turn 1, so he may have come across the line. We'll double check, see if he completed that 40th lap. We'll be right back with you live to Sears Point after this.